Chris Barrie is a German-British actor, comedian and impressionist. He first achieved success as a vocal impressionist, notably in the ITV sketch show Spitting Image. He is best known for his roles as Arnold Rimmer in the sci-fi sitcom Red Dwarf, as Gordon Brittis in the BBC sitcom The British Empire, and as Lara Croft's butler Hilary in the Tomb Raider franchise films. Early life and career. Barrie was born Christopher Jonathan Brown in Hanover, Lower Saxony, West Germany, to a father who was serving in the British Army, and attended Methodist College Belfast boarding school in Northern Ireland. After dropping out of Brighton Polytechnic, he began his TV career as a sports personality impersonator on the David Essex Showcase. It was at this point that he adopted the surname Barrie, for equity reasons, as there was already an actor named Chris Brown on the Equity UK lists. He provided the voice of Ronald Reagan in the pop song Two Tribes by Frankie Goes to Hollywood, as well as various vocalizations for other tracks by FGTH and Art of Noise. Red Dwarf. Barrie has played the character Arnold J. Rimmer in all 10 series of Red Dwarf. A central character, Barrie appears as Rimmer in almost every episode of the series, absent only for a brief period during Series 7. For most of the series, the character of Arnold Rimmer is a hologram, requiring Barrie to wear an H on his forehead during filming. The character is described as self-centered, neurotic, cowardly, and hopeless with women. When a pilot for an American version of the show was produced, Barrie was invited to reprise his role as Rimmer. He passed up the offer because of the constraint of the 5-series contract, which is standard for American television. Robert Llewellyn was the only cast member of the British show to participate in the pilot, which was not picked up. In May 2015, it was announced that he would, again, be returning to Red Dwarf for the 11th and 12th series, The British Empire. Barrie is also well known for his role as Gordon Brittis, the title role in The British Empire, a BBC sitcom running from January 1991 to February 1997 for 7 series, with 52 episodes, including 2 Christmas specials. It centred on the life of a well-meaning but incompetent manager of Whitbury Newtown Leisure Centre, quite different from his character in Red Dwarf. Barrie was accompanied by a supporting cast who played the other staff members of the leisure centre. Each episode revealed a disastrous occurrence, which Brittis was sure he could sort out. The truth being that he was normally one of the causes of all the trouble that went on. In 2014, Barrie appeared in the music video to Little Mix's version of Word Up, as Mr. Brittis. Roles in television and films. Chris Barrie's most recent TV work includes Britain's Greatest Machines with Chris Barrie, screened on the National Geographic Channel from 4 June 2009. Each of the 4 episodes feature some of the most notable air, sea and land vehicles and equipment of the 1930s, 1950s, 1960s and 1980s respectively. A second series of 4 episodes was transmitted in February 2010, with the 1910s, 1920s, 1940s and early steam trains as the subjects of each episode. Barrie has also hosted the television series Chris Barrie's Massive Engines and Chris Barrie's Massive Machines on the Discovery Channel, which was later shown on Channel 5, where both series received record viewing figures and are now on DVD. The latest in this series, Massive Speed with Chris Barrie, was shown on Discovery Channel from November 2006. In 2006, he appeared as a regular team captain in the BBC 2 quiz show Petrolheads, and is the star of the British crime, comedy, drama film Back in Business, in which he plays Tom Marks. During the filming for Season 2 of MTV reality show Catfish, the TV show, an episode was made in which the show was contacted by a 23-year-old female called Alicia from Des Moines, Iowa. The episode was never broadcast due to licensing restrictions placed by the BBC for use of Barrie's image and likeness. Other roles include Trevor, the director of the mock panel show OOER Sounds a Bit Rude, in episode 2 of Filthy Rich and Cat Flap. the ship's captain in the wall poster cutscene during the Young Ones episode, Nasty. The voice of Simon in the Adventuresoft computer games series Simon the Sorcerer. Gary Prince in Eight Prince Among Men, a French revolutionary ambassador in the Blackadder the third episode, Nob and Nobility. Hilary the butler in the films Lara Croft, Tomb Raider and Lara Croft Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life. Doubting Thomas in a small series of television advertisements for Anglian Windows. The voice of Jif Micro Liquid. The voices of Captain Smollett and Ben Gunn in The Legends of Treasure Island. Appearances on the BBC Radio 4 sketch show Son of Cliché. Voice impersonations on recordings by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. As Ronald Reagan on the 12-inch release of Two Tribes. As Mike Reed, banning the single Relax on the 12-inch release of The Power of Love. As HRH Prince Charles and Tag from the album Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Voice impersonation of Robin Day on the Art of Noise track Close Up. Voice of a motorbike racing commentator in episode 3 of the BBC comedy series Grace and Favour. Voice of Ronald Reagan in the video to Genesis's song Land of Confusion. Narrator for the Channel 5 UK TV show Car Crash TV. Personal life. Barrie's interests include vintage motorbikes and collecting fast cars. In 1995, he released a video called Chris Barrie's Motoring Wheel Nuts, a showcase for his personal car collection. His current classic car collection comprises a Triumph TR2, MGB GT, Wolseley 1500 and a Jaguar XJ6. He is a contributor to Practical Classics magazine. He has been married twice, first to Monica then to Alex.